Mic test. Testing the mic test. Hello, Mr. Mic Test. Are you also wide awake in the middle of the night? Because I'm wide awake in the middle of the night and I can't sleep. So it's a good night for doing Insomniac thing. All right. Let's transition on in. So it looks like it's working. Testing latency. Looks like we got about a 3-second latency tonight, so nice and crisp. We're sitting at 10,000 kbps. Looking good. Let me mute this playback so I can focus. Well, howdy folks, and welcome to another Country Fried Minis live stream workflow session. Tonight's a little weird. I can't sleep. I was laying down. I was trying to get a little shut-eye, trying to pass out. But I am really stressed. I'm really immensely stressed. And I want to exercise a little bit of that mental stress into some projects. So let's dig in. And we're going to dive back into a little bit of Blender work tonight. We might talk about the tabletop simulator module a little bit. We might do a little bit of editing, etc. The project at hand right now, I'm looking at converting this Locust Labs Catapult to have a whole bunch of machine guns. I've been working with a subscriber in the Country Fried Minis Discord, link in the description down below, to get this thing covered in machine guns. And I have an absurd amount of machine guns on the file. If I could figure out where it's at. Here we go. Right here. We actually are running a total of, what is that? 10, 20, 44, 51, 55 machine guns on this thing. As per the Wildcat Industries video over on Wildcat's channel. I wanted to be true to that. And unfortunately, you can't fit 60 machine guns on a chassis. We were only able to fit this one by using a compact fusion engine, a compact gyro, and a small cockpit. Else we'd lose even more critical slots. But we did fit 55 on it, and now I want to print and paint a converted model with 55 modeled machine guns on it. So, like I was saying, I worked with a subscriber who is also a 3D sculptor who helped me to come up with this format on the machine guns. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to stick with this triangular shape or use the Gatling gun style that comes naturally on the Locust Labs kit. But reflecting back on the old record sheet, they're all clan machine guns for tonnage purposes. So we'll use these tri-barrel ones, I think, and just stick with that. Unfortunately, I did waste a little time preparing this part. But we're gonna fumble around in a little bit of Blender tonight. I've learned some new tricks to add some angles, to bevel things, and to extrude. So we're gonna try to get this approaching usability. I hope that any of you watching this after the fact via the algorithm might find something a little bit useful here. And I'll learn with y'all at the same time. I'm really interested in doing this stuff, but as a wise friend told me, you can't do everything. But you can dabble a little bit, and that's what I'm gonna go for. In the meantime, I think I'm gonna give y'all a little preview. Let's go ahead and open up Premiere and show y'all the preview intro for the next 10-minute minis episode coming out real soon. Hopefully in the next week. we're aiming for this weekend. It may take 9-10 days, but you know how these things go if you're a member of the community already. But since I see a few faces out in the crowd and joining me this night in this late night nonsense, let's go ahead and do a little bit of preview. So let's see, how am I going to do this? Temp application audio source, we're going to point that over to Premiere. Okay. We're going to temporarily mute the music. And then y'all should be able to see this full screen thingamabob. Let's get my camera off. Let's close that. Let's close that. And let's hit go. About a minute long. Let me make sure that's not muted. Okay, here we go.
You listen, son. I'm gonna give you some of that cheap sauce. You keep talking like that.
Boo-goo, you're about to get cheek sauced if you don't shut your frackin' trap and pull your head out of your asshole.
Ik stomp je uit je kokpit en knijp je oogballen door je anus naar buiten.
What? No, it clearly says battle cry right here on the script.
You got 10 minutes.
There y'all go. A nice little preview to reaffirm to folks out there that I am putting in the work. I am putting in time. Things are happening. I haven't given up on the channel, though the long form content does take ages to put together. So going forward in the future, we're going to be doing about the same pace as we had before on the long form content. But the 10-minute mini videos, they're going to be coming out way more often. But tonight, we're going to take about 2 hours and work through a little bit of Insomnia here. And kind of futz about with this here thing. Try to get it looking all right. Try to slap some more machine guns on it. Just try to put in a little sense. And I'll talk through what I'm going about here as well. So, a reminder, as always, anybody out there who's up this late, you can go through and claim your biscuit coins over at the CloudBot page, where you can do fun stuff like pull up popcats or make me do push-ups. Anyhow, let's get dug in. Let's go ahead and get dug in and see what's going on, and see if we can't make some stuff happen. So, last things we just did, we're working on this object here, which I'm going to rename to left shoulder. Now, this started as a cube, and well, heck, I'll just show y'all what I did, what I've discovered, what I've learned. We're going to come in, we're going to select edit mode, and we're going to select edge, pop this boy, and Control B to put in a bevel. So I've learned that you can put these bevels, and then you can, play with the bevels, and put like smaller ones. Like I'm going to hold shift to make a finer movement here. Control B, shift, finer bevel. So you get this like nice beveled edge. And then you can grab the face with this thing here and hit E for extrude. And move things around. There was also there's another thing that made it come in. I for, I'm not sure what it stands for, but you hit I and you do that, and then E and you can extrude, and you can do all this fun stuff like create lips on things. So in discovering that and watching a few people muck around, in this software, I finally am starting to feel confident enough to get a very rudimentary version of this catapult going on here. So we're going to work on that today. We're going to try to clean all this stuff up here. And we got to try to fit, well, a whole hell of a lot of machine guns on this thing. How many was it? Let's pull that back up really quick. I think it's 12 in the torso, if I recall correctly. Yeah, we gotta try to fit 12 of them in the torso. We also have to try to fit 7 in the center torso. So let's go ahead and grab and copy up some of our machine guns down here. We're going to hit 5 on the numpad to switch to orthographic view. And we are going to grab this cube right here and use it as a Boolean function to duplicate our machine gun. So let's get this thing in there. Let's get it smashed on in. And try to get the camera situated. I still haven't quite worked out the best way to manipulate the camera, but you know, I do things in a ham-fisted way until they work, and that seems to be just fine, just hunky-dory. Okay, so we're going to try to get this cube in place enough to envelop like this whole thingamabob right here. Bow. Okay, let's get zoomed in. We're going to go back to our resize tool. We're going to just get the whole dang thing. Just the whole dang old thing. Once we get it in place and about the right size, we can kind of extrude this thing outwards. And envelop the entire thingamabob. So let's get in there. It looks like there's a whole casing thing we want to get out as well. So let's try to get that whole dealio. And in fact, let's just grab this boy like that. And in doing so, we should be able to clean it up after the fact. Looks like we're going to get a little bit of this inside lip, but that's fine. Actually, we can avoid that maybe by swinging over to this one. Let's see here. I think that just about has it. We could maybe shrink this down a bit here. And a little bit there too. Bruh. Oh man, Mr. Mako Helios. I bet you are loving seeing the fumbling nature of what's going on here. But I have learned a few things, and I am gonna try to do some stuff. Got a little trick for you. Oh, please, by all means, share away. Okay, so we're going to take our cube here. We're going to Boolean off the piece that I'm after. Generate a Boolean. We're going to grab this missile rack, and we want to do the intersection. Pow. Because you want to get rid of the machine guns? No. No, no, no. I'm actually... So I was thinking I was going to get rid of the machine guns and replace them with this one here. But looking at the... Looking at the bit extract, you're gonna have to walk me through extract. I got no idea what that is. Go into edit mode. All right, I'll go into edit mode. Let me drop a save state before I destroy everything. All right, I can go into edit mode. Yeah. There's a bit of delay here, you realize. Of course. Edit mode on the arm. Edit mode on the arm. Okay, hold on. I've already moved the cube, unfortunately. I'm going to have to... Let me put it back. Let me put it back. Let's put that Boolean back. There we go. Alright, drop a save state. We're going to edit mode on this boy. All right. I'm listening. I'm listening, Mr. Guy. Oh, looks like I left a little bit of that facing off anyways, right there. You know, Mako, there may be a little bit of you just having to watch me fumble. It's gonna be infuriating for you, I'm sure. Go to the base edge where the casing meets the part. Okay. Let me hide this for a moment. All right. Missile rack. Here we go. We got this missile rack, yeah? Let's go to edit mode. Go to the base where the thing meets the thing. Okay, right here. So I'm looking at this. Yes. Select the edges. I don't know what you mean by the edges. Where it connects with it. So like right here. So all these, I'm assuming. There's some weird stuff going on here. Ooh, I don't like that edge. Oh, there's so many edges. I don't know how to grab a loop. See, here's the deal. Go from face selection to edge. Yeah. So there's a lot of shortcuts that you're going to be familiar with that I would not know, like at all. I also have something extra selected over here somehow. The camera is my worst opponent here. Shift, Alt, click the edges. That does nothing. Okay, I held the wrong button down. No, it's not. It did. That just did a shift click. We have different versions of Blender, of course. All right, I have the edge selected. Yes, because Blender decided to completely change their software. All right, looks like it's just me and you in this moment. So go ahead and let me know what you're doing. Surely you can see where this is not conducive to a workflow state. One sec. No, this is dead air, my guy. Let me switch to the other software so I stay busy. Try hitting V and see if it separates. V. It has just picked up that. See, I think what you're trying to explain to me requires a lot more, like, fundamental understanding of the software. Yes, no, deselect. Yes, no, deselect. All I'm saying, and you got to get that understanding. Yeah, I got you. I got to get that understanding, but in the middle of a live stream is probably a really bad time to try and do that. I mean, I can sit here and wait. This is a learning stream? No, son? No, not really. Not really. All right. With the delay, there's like a 3 second. There's a 3 second delay between each thing you're saying. the object you separated, you hit Control I to select the newly. I didn't separate it. It didn't separate. So I have the edges selected, and you said press V. V did not separate. Control L. Yeah, but like, I think you're a step ahead. Control L. All right. What does Control L do? What is that called? How do I look this up in the future? Also, I need the whole thing. Selects a whole object. We'll need to look that up later. Well, you see, it didn't select this thing. All I'm saying is I know the Boolean tool is like ham-fisted, but the Bool tool would have already had this thing pulled out. Make an active edge on. I don't know what that means. I'm telling you, doing it your way is going to involve teaching me what every single step is. And I just don't like trying to help me to learn it in your way in this moment. Not that I don't appreciate it, but trying to help me in that way is just it's gonna pull this workflow to a grinding halt. But yes, I see the value. This is why I push for the whole I think it would be effective if I was in a position to like understand the stuff. Currently, the position I'm at with understanding Blender is that everything in Blender is like proprietary names, and like you have to have the knowledge of what things are called to even begin to look it up. But that said, I do think that there will be a need for your knowledge in the future, good sir. So I think what we're going to do is just call this machine gun. Machine gun. Boom. And then I want to get rid of the back, so man, it's gonna drive you insane watching me work with all these Boolean functions tonight. Maybe just gotta find a better way of communicating it. Also, not with the delay of chat and having to type things out. I think it's probably a big part. Not really, since I already funked your workflow already. I don't think that's necessarily what I'm going for there. In saying that, did I come across as angry? Because I'm not. I'm delirious, actually. Thank you for listening, though. Yeah, I think there's going to be a time for it. All right, so I have my ham-fisted machine gun here. This is going to be good enough for duplication. And see, I've grabbed this now to kind of see if we could fit them in here and start smashing it all together. And just waking myself up and just as delirious. I tried to lie down and start to go to sleep, but I am a fucking nervous wreck at the moment, to be honest. Okay, so I think what we're gonna do here, I think what we're going for now is to, this needs to be big enough to fit all our machine guns. So, I think the plan is to stretch it out a little bit. So let's go ahead and come in here to edit mode, and let's Let's select all of these. Boom, boom, all the way around. I want to add another split. No. How do I do that? Subdivide is what I meant. Well, that subdivision got a little weird right here. I think I need to do them individually, is what we're going to do. Let me get back out of orthographic view. I want all of these seams to be nice and split. Unfortunately, I don't quite get how to move the subdivision up and down. Loop cut? Yeah, loop cut's probably the way to do it. Is there a way to do... Here, let's fucking look it up. Loop cut. Blender. Loop cut. Alright, yeah, I want to get a loop cut along a perfect line. Pre-visualize and cut. See, it's... This manual is so useless. It's so useless. Yeah, loop cut, edge, a loop cut. Can I just do loop cut and not loop cut and slide? Now the thing is, I need a loop that goes around the whole thing. So I'm guessing I need to select all these edges. My confidence was shattered the moment I realized I had to divide things that were not exactly the same size. Okay, well, I need it to go all the way around. This is heckin' lame. Alright. Let's subdivide. We're gonna make this work. Subdivide. And we're gonna subdivide. Let's undo that. Let's select all these. We're gonna create a subdivision. Boom, boom, boom. We're going to subdivide it. Edge, subdivide, pow. Okay, while the edges are selected. Yeah, so the issue I have here is now this one. These are not... I would like this there. If that makes sense. I don't know how to slide that to be numerically perfect, but you know what? We're going to go for it anyways. Let's just add these vertices here. Here and here, let's put a line across that. And we'll put a line across this one too. And I should, in theory, be able to slide these down anyways. So let's just get all of them. Ah, shit. How do I divide that face? I think we'll just do it this way. Let's turn this into a new competent edge or face. Pow. Do that. All right. So now, in theory, I should be able to take all of this. Damn it, I gotta do it here too. Let's get rid of that face. Let's get rid of that face and fill this thing in. Let's fill that in. New face, pal. Let's do that, and then we'll do this. And I think what I can do here, my thought process is, I should be able to just select this whole dang old thing and extrude it. I should, in theory, just be able to extrude like that. But, like so. Yeah. Alright, let's bring the body back. And let's extrude it. With E, middle mouse click. Bring that boy way on down. Down there, down yonder, down to the bottom, you see. And I think we'll put it right about there. That should do. Looks good to me. Alright, coming along. Now, drop a save state. I think what we want to do now is get this bevel looking nice over here too. So let's add Control B for bevel. And I see a problem already. And it's right here. Complicated shape. I think I know how to deal with this. Let's get rid of those. Bam. Get rid of those faces. Let's get rid of all these faces as well. Let's get rid of all those. Bam. Delete. Faces. I see an issue. I see more of an issue. I'm going to get rid of these faces too. It's fine. I'm just going to delete them. And we're going to go about our merry way. And we're going to correct these problems. We're going to take it a step at a time. We're going to add a new bevel at the bottom. And everything is going to be looking great. Something happened over here. Let's hide that body for a moment. What happened here? What indeed happened there? Some weird geometry stuff happening. We'll fix that in a bit. Let's get rid of you. Boom. Face is gone. Let's go to edges. Ow, let's get rid of you. Delete. Get rid of these too. Bam. Delete edges. We got to restore this to like just a nice block. Shit, at this point, I think it might even be faster just to put a new cube in. And that's what we're going to do. Alright. Sometimes it's like that. Let's add a new cube. New shape. New mesh cube. Let's get it in approximately the same area. Let's get in approximately the same area. Let's go into edit mode and we're going to, it's a fun little trick I discovered recently. Select none. We're going to snap our cursor to selected. And then we're going to go back to object mode and we're going to snap our origin to 3D cursor. All right. All right. And now we'll set our magnet to vertex. And then we're going to get this origin right there. Bam. Same spot. And now I'm going to stretch this bad boy out to where it looks about right. Nope. And just get it about the same size, and we're just going to redo our bevels. Just going to redo our dang old bevels. Let's get rid of left shoulder. Gone. Let's rename this to left shoulder. Pam. Okay. I hope that y'all out there who are catching this, especially after the fact, are somewhat able to half-ass see what I'm getting at here and what I'm going for, and the process of like kind of figuring it out. let's extrude this all the way into the body. And now, heck, I think we're going to bring this even further forward like that. We'll do some cleanup later with the geometry here and kind of start to line them up. But for now, we just want to get this all configured in a decent way. Like this whole slope right here, I think we're going to slope it down this here as well. Okay. So we got our box again. We're going to go back to edit mode. We're going to go to edge select. We're going to select this edge right here. And we are going to... I don't really like right here where it's passing through things. I may get rid of that later. And we're going to Control B. We're going to add in a bevel. Let's get our camera in a decent position. Maybe orthographic view will help. Okay. Control B. Let's put in a decent bevel. I like that one. I'm going to rock with it. We're going to go back. We're going to select this one edge. We're going to add another bevel. Get a nice, like, usable bevel there. And then we're going to try to match this. I don't need it to be perfect. So let's just do the same right here. Let's bevel that lad. And let's add... Shit, let's add another bevel here. And another one right there. Looks good to me. Looks nice and smooth. We're going to do the same on the bottom. Let's push this whole thing back a little bit, actually. I don't like that this is not, like, fully encased inside there. So we're going to fix that really quick. We can always extrude the front if we need. And I think we'll need to. Actually, you know what? Let's just increase the size of it. I don't know what I was thinking. Alright, so... once we get our thingamabob all configured, we're going to bevel the bottom as well. So back to edit mode. We've got our edge selected. We're going to Control B to bevel it. We're going to bevel it up to a decent angle to where it looks all right. I think that looks decent. Let's bevel it underneath as well. Control B it in. And we're going to keep doing that till this looks decently smooth. Acceptably smooth. There we go. Wrap it around the bottom. That looks good to me. That looks decent. It's going to blend in there all right. This geometry looks kind of okay for now. So we can work with that. Let's drop a save state. Let's create a duplicate of this. Was it Shift D? Yeah, there we go. We're going to call this a left shoulder backup. Backup. All right, now do you think this is big enough to fit 12 shooty boys in it? I think it is. I think it might just be big enough to fit 12 shooty boys inside it. Okay. So what we need to do then... shit, we need to rename this second one to backup, I think. Backup. Okay. We're going to select this face right here. We're going to go to faces. Pam, we're going to hit I. And we're going to create this, I guess it stands for inset. I have a bad camera angle here. Create this inset. Oh, it's from the... Is it from the origin down here? Let's get a decent inset going on. I need to actually extend this thing inwards a little bit. I think we can extrude the back. Let's go edit mode, bam, and we're gonna hit E. Just get a little bit extra there. I want the lip to disappear into the body is what I'm going for. Right here. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go for. Let's slide you a little bit forward here. No, 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 no. Back to object mode. Let's pull this forward to there. That still looks good top and bottom. All right, now we're gonna do the thing. Let's go edit mode. Let's select this face. Let's do that and merge them by distance. No. How do I merge faces? There's got to be a way to do it. How to combine faces, Blender. Let's pull that up. Let's see here. Let's see what it says. F key joins any selected faces? Does that work? Could it be so simple? No. Yes. Yes, it is. It is that simple. All right. Let's hit I to inset this boy. Okay. So we have an issue happening here, and I think it might have to do with this origin point, perhaps? No, it looks more like it's a geometry issue. No. My complex geometry is kind of screwing things up here. Is this going to be a 28mm scale like the Hunchback and the Marauder? Ooh. That's a really good idea, Solomon Sampson. That's a really, really good idea. I don't know. I wasn't thinking of it that way, but now that you mention it, it kind of would be heckin' cool to make this big scale and print it out really big and paint it up. This is this is in honor of Wildcat Industries video. Man, I'm really struggling with this. It's not even. It's frustrating. It would be perfect. I agree. It'd be a really good one for it. How do I slide these in? So I need this to be kind of equidistant inwards. And I don't really understand why. All right. Inset faces Blender, not even. Your insets are distorted based on object scale. You need to apply your object's scale. I've screwed up something that allows you to inset evenly. Tried every combination of settings and inset pivot center. Even that's far from you. Uninstalling, reinstalling. It says to apply your scale. So let's try that. Let's just try that. Now, apply scale. Okay, let's see if that did the thing. Edit mode. Oh, shit. previously applied the inset. Let's apply our scale. Boom, apply our scale. Edit mode, select this face. That sure did do the trick. Oh man, see, this is, I guess, a case in point of what I mean by, like, once you know what the modifiers you're doing are called, it's a lot easier to, like, look things up. And we're going to try to line this up with that line edge right there. That looks close enough for me, so I'm going to go with it. And we're going to drop a save state. We're going to press E to extrude, and we're going to push in this face a little bit. Now look how fucking cool that looks already. It's nuts how just a few little tricks starts to really feel like a thing. Victory, nice job. Small victories definitely feel like victories here. Okay, so I think what we're going to do now is we're going to call this machine gun master. Master. I'm going to call this one the master. And what we want to do is Control D, Shift D to duplicate, and we're going to get it ready. And what we want to do, that flat face on the side of the new weapon bay is perfect for some World War II style nose art. Oh, hell yeah, it is. Yeah, it really is. I think what I want to do is kind of extrude some of this detail out to blend him in with some surface greeblies, but I do think a big flat area would make sense. We need to fit 12 machine guns here. So that's going to be a huge challenge, but we're going to go for it nonetheless. And see if we can't get 12 machine guns in here. And I think that's kind of like, that's my goal for tonight, is to get that going. And see if we can't slap this on there. Oh, let me turn on snapping here. It's not snapping. It is snapping. It's just snapping from the origin. All right, so what we want to do, I think I have a trick here to make our 3D cursor. Honestly, I would just make a panel line or two for the loading bays and the machine gun ammo. Keep it simple. Yeah, so the full-on dealio is going to be... Do I not have it open still? She's going to have 10 machine guns in either arm, 12 machine guns in either side torso, 7 in the center torso, and then 2 each on the legs. So I think what we're going to end up with is a mirrored bay on either side, and then we're going to have a big array up underneath it as well. Yeah, it's absurd. It's based on Wildcat's... Here, let me share the video. Screw it, we'll just watch it. I don't need to monetize this. Let's go to Wildcat. Wildcat. This. Wildcat. We want this one. We're gonna run this. We're gonna play this video. Unmute. Let's slap this up on the screen. Let's make it full screen. If y'all ain't seen it, this is what it's about. So we're gonna turn off my music playlist. We're gonna turn off the Winamp window and the camera window, and then we're gonna point our temp application audio source over to Wildcat Industries, and we're gonna hit go.
Well, hello there, partners. I'm Gunny Lagarde, and this is Wildcat Industries Incorporated. Down here in Canopus, we here at Wildcat Industries make the finest examples of magistracy engineering. From warhammers, catapults, we'll even make you one of the Mad Cat thingies. All our parts are locally sourced, ethically salvaged, and mostly don't have corpses left inside them. Our specialty is catapults. While we can make any catapult, need one with 60 machine guns for killing squirrels? Sure thing. Why not strap on PPCs to it like one of them samurai in Curta? No problem. We got all your catapult needs right here in the Magistracy, so come on down to Wildcat Industries, right here on Campus 4, just 2 blocks from the Gentleman's Club.
Wildcat Industries is not known to killing squirrels with machine guns. Wildcat Industries legally cannot sell you discount dance porn stash. Wildcat Industries is not legally obligated to clean up tactics of mess. All matches sourced from local battlegrounds. Wildcat Industries is not liable for machine gun feed gens or ammunition explosions on any map. By listening to this, you'll agree to these terms.
So come on down, we'll get you into that brand new mech today. If not, well, bless your heart.
There y'all go. 60 machine guns. 60 machine guns for killing squirrels. 60 machine guns for killing squirrels. You can't fit 60 in it, unfortunately. It don't work. It don't work. Tournament Innovations 3019. Yeah. I love it. I love it. It's also, you know, shout out to Wildcat. If you're not already watching the art streams over on Twitch, make sure to give them a follow. Okay, so where were we at? What am I doing here? I want to snap these to the face. So I think the trick that I've got to do this, we're going to go to edit mode. We're going to go to vertex. And I think what we can do is just create, we're going to create a line across this. Okay. And then what we're going to do is subdivide this. Let me select that. This is just my ham-fisted way of figuring it out. We're going to edge. We're going to subdivide that, and it's good. It should put a new vertice or vertex right in the middle. Yeah, there we go. And now that I have that happy little vertex there, I can right-click and I can snap my cursor to selected. And then I can come back to object mode and I can snap my origin to cursor. Okay. And I can even go back in here and get rid of that new edge. Boom, because we don't need it. Delete edges. Done. Alright, now what that's done for me, and in fact, let's actually delete this one. Boom, get rid of you. We're going to call this the Machine Gun Master. And now I should, in theory, when I duplicate these, the origin will be flush with the bottom of that. And I should be able to snap it. Snap it. Yeah, it'll snap right on where I want it to be. Okay, so to make this work, I think we need to extend this out a little bit. Enough that we can fit 2 of them in there. That actually looks kind of nice with this casing here. Is that enough space now? Is that enough space for 2 wide? Not quite. What could we do here to bring those in? Does look really nice. This detail looks really fucking good. How many can we get here? We would just copy paste them. We just stick them in there. How many are we fitting? How close do they come? How close do they come? They're just about enough to fit. Ray guns like the P-38 and F-86 were staggered to save space. Yeah, and I think we can get away with that if we... Oops, shit, wrong thing. Let's try to reduce our machine guns to just the front portion of it. So we're going to come in here on this lad. This happy little clan machine gun, and we're going to go into edit mode, and we're going to start pruning off faces. That's just, we're going to reduce it to the round boy right here. Okay, so let's just get rid of all that. We're going to select all of it. Just select all of this. Get it all grabbed. Why make a mountain out of a molehill, you know? We're gonna make this thing look nice. This is all because I want to do it. It ain't for no reason to send it over to Wildcat or anything. It's just because I want to do it. Let's get rid of them faces. All right, get rid of that faces too. All right, cool. Sick. And now we should be able to, how did Mako say to select around the edge? Control L? Or is it Shift Alt click the edges? Shift Alt click the edges. Shift Alt click. It worked. Boom. Let's pop that over there. It's probably doing some weird shit with the geometry here. So let's actually undo that. And let's just start making some... Let's just make some things across. Alright. Just want to make a nice... a nice subdivide. So let's subdivide that once. And then we should be able to, like... just grab a few of these, boom, bam. And now we can Shift, Alt, click. No, it didn't do the thing that I wanted it to. No, it did not do the thing. It's fine. That's fine. We'll do this the hard way. We'll do this the hard way. We'll integrate these new faces. We'll just do it the dang old hard way. Bam. There's some things I'm not quite understanding yet, but we're getting there. Climb Mole Mountain. Yes, exactly. What do we got going on over here? People saying howdy. Howdy, good sir. Well, welcome, Mr. Iron Elemental. So happy that you could join me for a stream where we're mucking around, making something pretty for Wildcat. And trying to figure out how to use this dang old software while feeling like I want to be productive and fight my insomnia. Okay, here we go. Bam, we got all that. Now we have this back. That looks decent. I mean, it's as flat as I'm going to get it. But most importantly, now we have this nice vertex right in the middle. So we're going to do that same thing. We're going to right-click. We're going to snap. We're going to snap our vertices. Cursor to selected. Then we're going to go back to object mode. And we're going to set origin to 3D cursor. And now we have our master with a nice origin right there that we can snap to things. What are you building? I'm making a catapult. I'm taking Locust Labs catapult and kitbashing it to have this many machine guns. It's 55 machine guns. 55 machine guns on this damn thing. It's the one from the video. Only even more so. I tried to put 60 on it as per the video. You can't do it. It cannot be done. It is kind of awesome, I agree. It's a piece of garbage. It is totally ineffective. Now, if you ran it in the old Solaris 7 rules, that'd be something. That would work. Okay, let's see if we can fit 12 in here now. So, copy, paste. Copy, paste. Paste. Let's just... We're going to get them rough first, and then we'll work on getting them lined up correctly. I think this might do it. All right. Boom. Can we fit 6 here? I don't think we can. But it's damn close. It is damn close. Now, could we get them like a little closer? A little closer stagger and fit them? I think we could. I think we can do it. Holy shit. Now, how many of these do we have? Okay, there we go. I think that's 12 machine guns right there. Top one can move up a bit. You're right. Now let's work on getting them like kind of numerically precise. All right. Oops, I need to turn off snapping. It needs to not overlap with the top here. There we go. That looks good. Almost. Almost there. I could push them deeper, but I kind of like the whole, I like what's going on here. Wait, 400 rounds in the ammo bin. Even these things had a lower fire rate of 10 rounds per second. 55 machine gun would use 11 seconds of fire. Just 7 rounds per gun. You need more ammo. Gotta sacrifice some armor, lol. Well, I guess the thing is, one ammo of machine gun is enough bullets to last 6 seconds of shooting. So, here, let's do the math. Calculator. All right, so we got 400 shots. We got times 6 seconds. We're going to divide that by 55. You have enough ammo for 43 and a half sustained seconds of shooting. It's yeah, it's not much. I mean, it's just the proper amount of guns and ammo to hunt squirrels. $43 seconds with one gun. Wait, hold on. Did I do the math wrong? All right. 400 shots times 6 with one gun would be 2,400 seconds of shooting. Because each shot of the ammo is 6 seconds of shooting for the gun. And then there's 55 of them. Yeah, about 44 seconds worth of shooting for the whole array. It's not much. It's not much at all. Hey, I don't blame you. My math no good myself. Okay, so I think these ones are a little more tilted. So let's try to get these numerically precise. And this is over by... All right, so they're off by 1.25 meters. So this should be, this is our baseline here. Let's make it, oh shit. 21.480. Yeah. Let's try 28.50. Just for ease of... Yeah, I think that'll work. Okay. 21.5. Let's pop open a notepad. So 21.5 Y equals left row. Left column? columns up and down. Better than an A10 has. That's funny. That's funny. Reminder to folks, if you want to disrupt the stream, you can check out the StreamLabs page or type in fun stuff like redeem Popcat. Let me toss you some points, Mr. Solomon. Add points, Solomon Sampson. Let's give you a 10K. Okay, so left to right, we have an offset of 1.25. 1.25. Left to right offset equals 1.25. So the new column should be 22.75 y equals right column. Okay, so we should be able to go in and numerically adjust these to, what was it? 22.75. 22.75. Bam. Let's cut that. Let's paste it. Boom. And we should be able to just go down all these. Bam. And get them numerically accurate. Paste. Boom. Oh, I do like a little bit of numerical accuracy. What's our left column is 21.5. All right, and then we need to figure out a good distance up to down. I kind of like the spacing that we have already on these here. Okay. Let's see. How close could we get these? Screw it. We'll get back out the calculator. All right, so let's make this 12.81. Let's try 12.8 and just see where that puts us. Let's set this 12.8. Boom. That is decent. Okay. And this could have us at, can we go 11.8? No. Can we try 11.5? Okay. Okay. I think minus 1.3 may be the way. Right? So 12.8 down to 11.5 down to 10.2. Looking good. Okay. So 8.9. 8.9. That does look nice and consistent. 8.9 goes down to 7.6, and then this will go to 6.3. Wow, numerical accuracy. Oh, I love it. Feels so good. Okay, so let's do the same thing over here. We've already got our Y correct. How far could we come down with this? I think we could maybe bring this whole damn thing down a little bit. Like that. Oh, look at that. Sweet offset. I kind of like what we have going on here. Let's set that to 12.4 to start, and that'll put us at 11.1. 11.1. That goes to 10.1 down to 9.8. It's pretty close already. 9.8. We're going to go to 8.5. 7.2. And that's 5.9 again. Boom. Look at that. Oh, so sexy. And you know, I almost feel like this one is creating a little bit of an issue. What happens if we move the whole assembly up a little bit? Just the tiniest bit. Let's bump it up just a touch. Just up a touch and then in a touch. So that edge isn't sticking out anymore. It looks decent to me. Up, not down. Up, not down. All right, yeah, let's try. Can we bring it down? We start to get a little bit of an overlap right here. If we bring it forward, does it compensate for that? Shit, let's bring it even further forward. Why not? And if we bring it forward, we can shift the whole thing down a little bit, maybe? That looks all right to me. That looks all right to me. I'm okay with it. Let's save our progress. Let's grab this thing. Let's duplicate it. Let's duplicate this thing and mirror it. How do I mirror Y? Let's just get an idea of what we're looking at here. I mean, come on. Isn't that absolutely absurd? I think it's working. You move the block they're sitting in down. Yeah, I moved the whole thing down a little bit. I don't want it to, like, interact too poorly with the stuff up here. But, you know, let's try shifting it back up a little bit. I kind of like where it intersects with the geometry up there. I don't know. Maybe where it was is ideal. Right there. Like that. I'm going to clean up the geometry in here a bit too. In a minute. You put 2 empty spots on the arm crate? Yeah, they didn't fit. You couldn't fit them all. It just did not work. Maybe this all needs to intersect with this geometry right here at the bottom. Like that. Just way forward even. Not really sure what to do with it. Can we push it back in a bit and then add some greebly stuff here, maybe? Because I think this whole section underneath needs to be turned into a carriage for more stuff. Move 2 guns over to there so you can and smallenize the torso block. I can't move them over there. It's about the actual application of critical slots. Unfortunately, it's got to be accurate to the art or to the sheet. Yes, move back looks better. I agree. I do want to keep the this area for a big symbol. If you add greebles, remember not to block the machine gun. Yes, yes. Well, I think one thing, I kind of want to get rid of this whole thing and bring it closer in. So we got this smooth bit of the cockpit. This is where we used to have some, the hatches used to exist there. Yeah, and we'll do something to smooth out this geometry as well, I think. What if we come forward? Oops. I need to select all of this. What if we get it right there? That looks pretty good. We can smooth all that together. Honestly, that'll print out okay. A few indents to act as a ladder for pilot to climb up down in front of the barrels. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. I was thinking of turning this thing on top into a hatch as well. That could be cool. And now we have this detail here. We can smooth that out into the thingamabob. But let's drop a save state. I think that looks pretty damn good so far. Now there is the issue of this, like, these are kind of joining each other. So I think I got to move this geometry a bit. Oh yeah, like the Mad Cat little circular porthole hatch window would look great. Yeah, I think so too. All right, let's get rid of our left shoulder for now. And we're gonna hide all these. Let's see if we can't clean up some stuff here. Let's see if we can't clean up some stuff here. Edit mode. All right, so first things first, I want just all of this gone, to be honest. So we're just going to take a very ham-fisted approach, I think. And we're going to start smashing things together. Let me set us to orthographic view so I can get zoomed in on it. All of these. All of these. All of these. All up this row. We want to merge those. Damn it. We want to select all of this. There we go. Merge with M at center. And we want to select this and that, and we want to merge those at center. And we want to merge these at center. Okay. I think we want to do the same with all of these. Bam, bam, merge, boom. Merge it all. Get rid of it. PPC? I don't have the PPC yet. We should maybe add a PPC. But I do have the... Is it Rack 5? I can't remember what it's called. You gotta have them in there to remove the visual wasted space. Is it driving you mad, Mr. Mental, to see it? Yeah, we could maybe make that happen. I'm sure there's a way to do it. 2 empty slots in the crates doesn't look crammed full. Yeah, it drives me nuts. It's just because it's based off of the missiles that were already there. But yeah, we could maybe make that happen. What if I just moved the one in the corner to right here and then put that up in the other corner? Do you think that would look less offensive? Okay, let's join all these two right here. Boom. We want all of those merged. Merge at center. We're going to merge those two. Merge at center. And we're going to merge these at center. merge at center. Boom. Collapse all this shit. I want to get rid of all this geometry. Merge at center. All right, let's bring back our thing and see how that's looking. Redeem piping hot gravy. I think it might be gravy. I can't remember offhand all of the things, but
And a double helping of
a
gravy.
reminder, you can check your coins and you can easily click on things at the StreamLabs CloudBot page. Okay. So, how do we go about getting rid of this geometry? How do we get rid of that geometry? I think what we have to do... I think what we're going to have to do is select this and that and add an edge. Okay. And then we should be able to grab face and F join. No, that did something really weird. That did something really weird. What did it actually do when I did this? It joined a whole bunch of weird edges. Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Maybe I'm just not at the stage of cleaning up that geometry yet. Let's get rid of that new edge. Let's get rid of that new edge. And I think what we'll do is start collapsing some geometry. Like all these, boom, that can be one. Merge center. These right here and that can be one geometry. Boom, center. Let's bring back our box and see what it's looking like. Okay. I think what's going to have to happen here is I'm going to have to subdivide some geometry. So, like, let's see. Let's go back to our body and go here. Like, this should probably get subdivided. Boy, my membership ended. Gotta re-up. No pressure. And, of course, the default one that comes out when you gift memberships is the Steak Biscuits memberships, but the Jelly Biscuit membership is only $1 a month. So that should still give you access to the members-only perks, as well as the biscuit-based emojis here in chat. Yeah, it's I don't really offer too many perks for the memberships yet, but I'm working on that. This new year's going to be something special. Well, I guess members do get priority consideration to be included in the streamed events, like this evening. 15 hours from now, we're going to be doing TTRPG Tuesday. It's going to be great. Jelly can't put a message on the milestone chat. I don't even know what that is, to be honest. Holy shit.
アイアンエレメンタルハスベインザジェリービスケットフォー10万ズ。アイアンエレメンタルセレブレーツ10万ズオブメンバーシップ。
10 months of membership. Holy shit. Thank you, Iron Elemental. Thank you for the tireless support of the channel. Hats off to Mr. Mental. It's just a 0 character limit. Oh, the milestone chat. Yes. Got you. I was wondering how Comstar did that the other day. You know what, Mr. Mental, since you're here now, let me preview and share this for you. I shared it earlier, but let's do this again. Let's take another minute of time. And I'm going to preview this for folks one more time. we've got the intro for the Crater Cobra's 10-minute mini. The intro segment is done, and that includes your voice line, Mr. Mental. Of course. I don't know if you've already heard it, but we got a little bit more work done today. So let's get rid of the Winamp window. Let's get rid of the camera window. Let's pause our music playlist. Let's set our temp application audio source to Adobe Premiere Pro. Let's full screen.
You listen, son. I'm gonna give you some of that cheek sauce. You keep talking like that.
Boo Goo, you're about to get cheek sauced if you don't shut your frackin' trap and pull your head out of your asshole.
Stomp je uit je kop met en knijp je oogballen door je anus naar buiten.
2レスアジョインズ・ザ・ステーキビスケット
What? No, it clearly says battle cry right here on the script.
You got 10 minutes.
Isn't that fun? Isn't that fun? That one was heckin' fun. Let's get that music back going. Let's get back to work. Yeah, I guess while we have this open, I can give y'all a further update as to where we stand on the 10-minute mini next video, the Crater Cobras. Thank you so much as well, Miles, for the support. Thank you. It is really like, man, y'all make this all possible, and you're helping me to live this dream of doing the hobby as a profession. It's thanks to viewers like you that this is all sustainable, and I'm aiming to work tirelessly to put out the content. Look forward to December. We're going to be streaming every day in December, including painting up a whole bunch of freelances for folks and shipping those out. Love the boss banter from Nathan. Yeah, he's going to give you the cheek sauce, he says. Okay, so where we stand now, we've got the intros done. Done. We've sourced all the video game noises. We got the music for it. That's complete. The timer starts at that point. It's like 1 minute and 4 seconds in. I've edited down 1 minute and 46 seconds worth of the 10-minute mini segment. So we got another 9 minutes to go, and then blast over with a voiceover, and it'll be done soon. Hopefully this weekend. We're aiming for this weekend. Probably, I mean, knowing me, it's going to be more like 9-10 days. But yeah, we got some fun stuff happening too, though. So it should be really fun. Keep an eye out for it. I'll do an update soon for both the patrons and channel members here on the channel. Anyhow, thank y'all so much for popping over and checking out what's going on this evening while I try to work through some Insomnia. I've been suffering with it a lot lately, and I don't really want to get back on a fully nighttime schedule, but it is nice to occasionally pop in here and do some stuff on the off hours. Been a while since I've done one of these here late night episodes. You crazy man. Well, howdy, Nathan. Welcome. Crazy? No. Insomnia? Yes. Tonight's been a little bit of a... I tried to lay down, I just couldn't do it, and it's you know, why not channel some of that work into some stuff here on this Catapult, so we can get this thing a-going for to paint up for Wildcat. Should be really fun. We've managed to get this whole thing put together You get 12 of the machine guns. We gotta copy and mirror this to the other side. I think it will it'll work. In fact, we could probably do that now. We could probably do that now. Let's go back to object mode. I wonder if I just copy and mirror the whole thing, if it's gonna... If I can just slide it over and mirror it. Let's try. Mirror Y. It worked. I didn't expect it to just work, but it just did. Now, we need to line it up over here, because I really want that, like... I don't want to lose the greebling there, but you know, if we did bring it further out... No, they need to be as tight as possible. I want that detail like this on both sides. Yeah, that looks really slick. Looks really slick. Is that touching here? Just about. Looks good to me, though. Looks good. We just got to clean all this shit up here. This thing is looking pretty insane. Let's see, how long have we been at this? How long have we been at this? An hour and a half? I'll probably give this another half hour. A little longer, maybe. Little late night stream. What height is this set to? This actually isn't low enough. Or isn't high enough, excuse me. Same direction, right? I'm gonna send this over to and post this on Wildcat's page real quick. Yes, it's getting there. Let's switch off orthographic view. There we go. Oh, I gotta get my cat paw out of the way. Unfortunately, I did look into trying to let y'all put yarn on the screen. And unfortunately, the Instructabot does not integrate with StreamLabs. It's only Twitch. Which is sad. Quite sad. Where do I even post that? Where do I even post that? Okay, so I'm sitting here thinking about this little detail with the extra machine guns, and I almost like that it bothers you, Mr. Mental. Is that bad? It might be a little bad. Okay, so how do we make all this work now? Man, boo. So I'm thinking there's got to be a way to get these machine guns on the CT. Do they go up and across the top? There's at least an almost. I'm gonna cling to the hope. Yes, yes. I will think of a way to get them working. Is there a way to make them look like penises somehow? Like, is there a pattern we could do that make them look dongish? I could compress the whole thing, actually, and make it a row of 3x3 and then an extra one somewhere. That is a feasibility, perhaps. I need to compress a bunch of stuff. 2 dildos to fill in the empty blocks. I could make that happen. Let's see. Let me see if I can find that STL. Let's see, where's it at? I bet it's in my downloads folder. Here, let's try. Let's import STL downloads. Alright. Downloads folder. No. Desktop STL files. I don't see it there. Is it in 3D printing miscellaneous? MISC. No, I may have deleted it. I may have deleted it. I think I got rid of it. Let's pull up Recycle Bin. Let's see, is it in here? I got a lot in here. I need to clear this thing out. I don't know where it's at, to be honest. Really don't know. I know I downloaded it at some point. Well, no penis tonight. I'm thinking if you move one empty block over to the top outside corner, it could look like a searchlight. Inner lower corner could be some scanner thing or other auxiliary system. Oh, instead of the weapon cap plug. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Just to make them more even, like one at the top, one at the bottom. I see. 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 Let's look on cults. Let's look on cults and see if we got an asset here. I don't know what they call them on like Space Marine sculpts, But like this thing right here. Ooh, that could work. How much does this cost? Free? Let's pull it. Let's just pull it. Why is there so many, like, they got RARs inside of RARs? That's annoying. That is annoying. Let's extract all this too. We're gonna call this Warhammer 40K Imperial, new folder. Weapons and such. We're gonna put pintle mounts and accessories in there. We're gonna open this one. Those are arms. I don't need it. Don't need it. Hunter killer mount and weapon. Those will also go in here because we might use that little thingamabob. Warhammer Imperial weapons and such. There we go. Pal, let's see what they look like. Well, I guess the entire mech could be classified as an arms. That's funny. Never put RARs inside RARs. RARception is bad for mental health. Excuse me. So is starting a stream at 2 o'clock in the morning. But that's fine. I just could be laying down in bed, not sleeping anyway. So thank y'all so much for stopping through and seeing what's going on. I do think it's fun when these moments happen and I can kind of explore what's going on in areas that aren't necessarily my time zone. What the hell am I doing? I do feel the tiredness coming on, which is a good sign. That means I will probably be able to sleep at some point. And I'm looking forward to that. Warhammer 40K. Imperial weapons and such. Pintle mounts. Let's just put all of this in here. Boom. Let's import it all. And see if any of this is usable. No. What are you? What are you? That's like a bolter. That's like a flamer. That's a heavy bolter. Get rid of that. This is an arm. This we could maybe use. We could maybe use that thing. Just straight up. Let's set it. Set origin. Geometry to origin. I think we can work with that thing. What is this? Is this a weapon of some sort? Multi-melta. Man, it is nice to have these little bits. I don't really play 40K no more, but those are kind of nice to have, not gonna lie. Can we use this? Can we use this bit? I think this is a usable bit. We can find a spot for that. For some surface greebling. What about this thing? Shade smooth by angle. Can we utilize that thing? Or no? That's your cockpit hatch. Ah, yeah, you're right. That's it. Boom, we'll save that. The details might be a little too fine, so when we shrink it down, we can maybe close this stuff in. But let's just set that over there for now. I think we can maybe use this here searchlight if we get it rotated correctly first. Let's rotate it -90. And then we want to do it -270? No, it's too far. -180. Can we shrink this thing down and have it fit in the double slot? Can we make that work? Can we make that work? And just jam that boy in there. Deem Urban Meg. Ah, yes. Put the searchlight under the chinny chin? No, it's for this right here. It's for this. Bun it. Ban it. That looks pretty cool. All right, does that alleviate your issue? On my way to work and you're streaming. Yes, I'm suffering from some really bad insomnia tonight. So I thought I'd hop up and be productive instead of just laying in bed, not sleeping. Okay. Can we shrink this thing down a little bit? Can we shrink it down and then make it kind of half-ass fit? This incidental bulge is kind of bugging me a bit. Yes, it looks crammed full of guns now, no wasted space. Okay. Can we go a little smaller yet? So I think what I'm trying to do is get this thing like nicely in there. Shit, can we even flip this over? Can we flip this over and get it in there? So I'm going to remove these little pod things. No, it's not going to go that way. It's got to go this way. Ooh, that looks just right. See if we can... I want to move this to incidental with the... Yeah, like that. Bam. Alright, and now can we get... enlargemize it and make the bulge look intentional. I don't know about you, but my bulge is always intentional. I gotta really work to summon it up sometimes, you know. Thing kind of happens to you in old age. Alright, yeah, that looks intentional. I think it's a little... Let's look at it dead on. It's a little bit off. There we go. And then what we'll do is we're going to hide it for a moment. What is this thing called? Searchlight. Bow. Let's just get rid of this right here. Embrace the bulge. Bulge control? Yes. Also makes the thing paintable if it's a little larger. Yes, I agree. Alright, what is our arm called? First, let's drop a save state. I cannot believe how much work has actually gotten done tonight. This is crazy progress. Y'all got me all fired up, and I'm going to crash out real hard. And in fact, check this out. I'm gonna give myself one of these.
Would you do a workout?
I do.
Give me 10.
Okay.
Bye, everyone. She can go on forever.
Alright. Let's get rid of some of that free energy. Alright, what the hell are we doing? We're getting rid of these two things. So we're just gonna like go around and select these thingamabobs. All right, let's get this whole thing selected. Bam. We'll get that one too. Looks like there's an edge we missed back here. And one here. That looks fine to me. Do we got the whole thing? Let's delete faces. Bam. Let's just start doing it this way. Get rid of you and you. And you. Get rid of all this geometry. All of it. Faces. Get rid of this. Shift click. Get rid of all that. Right here too. We're going to select all these. Bam. Hit delete faces. Delete faces. Same. Delete these faces and that face and these faces here. Boom. No. Don't select that. Delete those faces. Okay. So now in theory, I'm going to fondle my bulge for that bulge. Gotta love a nice handed light bulb under them shooty sticks. No. No. Free real estate? What's the closest we have to free real estate in here? What's the closest we have to free real estate? That might be this one.
We're talking about the thugs. T is for terrible, H is for hell, U is for ugly, and G is for jail, cause a thug can't spell.
A thug can't spell. All right, here we go. We select this loop. Boom, fill in a face. Bam. Sometimes selecting it this way is the easiest way. Bam. Ooh, shit, I hit something I shouldn't have hit. There we go. All right, and we go back into object mode. Now these are nice and smooth. Let's turn back on that searchlight. Ooh, look at that. It's like it was meant to go there. Yes. Yes, indeed. And now we're gonna fucking delete that one. And we're gonna copy these. We're gonna Shift D duplicate. We're gonna pop them down. We're gonna slide them over to the left. And we're gonna just mirror it. Mirror it to the Y. Done. Done deal. Oh, yes. Look at this glorious machine. Blinding floodlights. See, this is the way. You go out with the floodlights to scare the squirrels out of the trees, and then you click the button for 0.1 second, and it just obliterates all of them in the neighborhood. Cool. Damn, this thing's coming along. All right, so now we need to think about where the actual, where the rest of the machine guns are going to go. I'm almost thinking across the top would be better. Because, here, let me drop a save. Let's get rid of you. And these. Let's get rid of that and that and that. Because when we do our... Where's our Locust Lab folder? Battletech, L, C. All right, let's do... When we open up our legs here, we gotta find somewhere on these legs to stick some wiener guns. I guess they could be just right up underneath it. Can you make the arm pods a row or two higher? I don't think I have that skill set, to be honest, Solomon, but I think what I could do is give them a little tilt when I assemble the thing. Center groin is a perfect wiener pod? Yeah, I agree. How many go on it? It's 2 on each leg. But see, now we need to work on getting... Can I make room... Can I make room for 7 machine guns in the center torso before we call this a night? I still need to do some cleanup of the geometry down here. That's going to be important. Center groin, it was good enough for Metal Gear Rex. He had a massive hog heater. Nice. I'm kind of thinking we keep these cheeky top details and take advantage of this plain space underneath to do our gun underneath. And like, I've got to do a bunch of cleanup on this geometry anyways, so I don't see where it would hurt to get in here and create like a secondary pod thing going on. So let's drop a save state. Let's add in a cube. And I have an idea here. What we can do is we can get this cube in place. We can get this cube in place and create the geometry for one side of it. And then flip it around and merge them back together. Back in the days, I did a bunch of heavy mechs with armor and as many machine guns as I could get on them. Yes, this is what we're going for today. I was playing with getting this mech together based on the squirrel hunting catapult in Wildcat's video. And I could not fit 60 in it. I tried to fit 60, but as y'all can see, every single critical slot is filled. You can't drop the upper arm actuators. You can't drop the sensors. You can't drop... The cockpit can't be any smaller than a small cockpit. You can't make the gyro any smaller than a compact. Same with the fusion engine. Same with the legs. You can't remove anything else there. So it's just maxed out on critical slots. I could drop a machine gun, a ton of machine gun ammo for one more machine gun, and then you've got 56, but 55 seems okay. And it's funny because this, in the old late 80s Solaris 7 Game World rule set, this thing would be absolutely absurd. Might need jump jets if you can't get in range. No, this thing is absolute garbage. We could maybe remove the 4 machine guns from the legs and pack them on there, and then I could reduce the hardened armor back to regular armor. It's actually switched to hardened armor to accommodate the extra tonnage I had to get rid of. But we're getting there. And I think what we're going to try to do before I go to bed, because it's hitting me. It's hitting me. I'm feeling pretty tired. I could probably fall asleep before 6 a.m., which would be... Man, it'd be so nice. I wish I could sleep like a reasonable person, but I just cannot. Some nights are really bad, y'all. But anyhow, what we're going to go through for here, I think we're going to work out. I did do 10 push-ups. Am I ready to claim 10 more? I got 1 minute 23 seconds for the next set of push-ups that I can claim here in chat. I usually leave it up to chat to do it. But yes, Daka, I was just feeling that that set of 10 felt good. And I'll do 10 more here in a minute. If chat wants to claim it. That would be ! Redeem exercise. Here, let me toss you some points actually, Mr. Daka. Let me see if the bot is actually listening. Give you 10K. Bam. Once more, all the redeems are available over on the CloudBot page.
Yeah, you do workout. I do.
You're fucking on it.
Okay.
Got it. Bye, everyone. She can go on forever.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Doing this fat boy a favor. Thank you for your concern about my physical well-being. No shame cam. I haven't worked out the logistics of getting that set up and clickable. And that is set to every 5 minutes on the cooldown for that. Else chat would just kill me. Okay, so once again, let's see if we can't get this array built in the next half hour. We're going to go for edit mode. We're going to select vertice. We're going to take this one in the corner, and I'm going to do that whole trick again. I'm going to right click. I'm going to snap vertices. I'm going to cursor to selected. We're going to go back to object mode, and we will set origin to 3D cursor. And now we have this origin at that point here, so when we move things around, it will grow outwards from that point. Now that you did those, I'll turn in all my points. You could gamble them all away. ! Gamble 10,000. Is this a Battletech specific modeling program? No, this is Blender 4.1. It's available for free, and it is kind of a pain in the butt to learn to use. I've been mucking around with it a little bit here and there. It definitely, it can be rough to navigate. Okay, what are we doing here? Shit. How do I get this on like the center line? How do I get this on the center line? Let's try to get just like a rough estimate and get it in the center. And I think the way to do that might be to, let's go to edit mode. Yeah, there we go. We got this nice clean thingamabob. Let's set our snapping to vertex. And we're gonna set this manipulative tool here. And there we go. That should be perfectly lined in the center of our model now. Let's go back to object mode. We're going to select the body and we're going to go to edit mode, and we should see this edge coinciding with these vertices. Yes, perfect. If you make it the same width as the bottom of the cockpit, you can line it up and drop it down. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do here is I want to match the bevel on both sides. So the idea is going to be to move this thing down. Instead of trying to get my bevel perfect, what I'm going to do is get it in place, and I'm going to bevel one side to where it'll wrap up and around. We're going to kind of take over this geometry with the grab handles. I think I might pull these out and copy them to put somewhere else. Dakadaka says, man, I haven't thought about Battletech in a bit. In high school, me and my buddy played a ton back when the dinos roamed the earth. I feel that. I did not play. I was more of a 40K guy back in high school. Played some 3rd edition. Still got my 3rd edition rulebook right here. Ready to go. I was thinking about playing some 3rd edition soon. But Battletech kind of hit me recently. I've been playing Battletech now for about 4 years. But it's always been there. I grew up reading my dad's technical readouts. Chaos Army was lit. Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm only in my mid-30s, but boy, do I feel old sometimes. Okay, so I think what we're going to do here, let's push this up into the body. Let's just get that going here. We got to fit 7 of them down here. Fellow Chaos Enjoyer. Woo, yes. That's awesome. Chaos is pretty cool. My first army was Tau. I jumped into 40K when they released the Tau. And then, oh shit, I shouldn't have moved that. My second army was Death Guard. I do enjoy a little bit of chaos in my life as well. Tau wasn't a thing when I played. Yeah, they came out in... Do I have the codex? I think it was 2001. When was the first Tau Codex released? Yeah, 2001. So I jumped in the year they released the Tau, and it was the new army, and they looked cool. They had this sweet vomit brown color scheme that I can't believe they've abandoned as like the poster boys. I was all about it. Though honestly, at my age at the time, I did not appreciate the... I was not an appreciator of stock color schemes. They might have been around then, lol, fish commies, yes. I remember trying to turn the battle force into a 1,500 point army and getting absolutely stomped by my buddy with just basic Marines and Scouts. Late 3rd, early 4th editionists. No, it was definitely still 3rd. Because we switched over to 4th ed. It was really good. Really good stuff. What was that?
Dakar subscribed
no
to the
way.
channel.
Thank you for the subscription, Daka. Watch for more silly stuff. I don't know what kind of time frame works for you, but I do try to stream. It's usually about 8 hours later than this. But more videos to come soon. More silly stuff. If you're into Battletech content, that'll be coming out. The rare occasion I'll paint a GW product, but we also do pinups here as well. So lots of silly stuff going on around here. People don't get by helping Sonic get the Chaos Emeralds, you're dooming existence. Sonic worships are actually a death cult. That somehow doesn't surprise me. We should do Battletech death matches. Actually, it's funny you should mention that. We've got a subscriber, I dare say a friend at this point, talking about doing some Solaris 7 matches. We'll be doing that soon. looking at doing more more photogrammetry stuff in the new year as well. Playing virtual games with people using Tabletop Simulator. Shit, let me pop it up. Let's give it a second. I can show y'all. The module. As we get more folks in on it, we'll incorporate more people's painted models. But we use Tabletop Sim, the best way to do it. Yeah, we use 3D Zephyr or Zephyr 3D to... My computer's unhappy. Okay. We've been using 3D Zephyr to scan our models in and play. So this was my opponent's force, Tobias's Halamon's Riders. Or Halamon's Riddery. They come out great. I mean, you lose a little detail, but there's something really awesome about scanning your hand-painted models into the game. And then these are the Crater Cobras that I just painted up for this scenario. And they came out pretty good. It's funny, Zephyr does a really good job of capturing a really, really high definition texture. So when you decimate the mesh down, you can see like the geometry's all fucky on the surfaces, but because the texture is really high resolution, they came out really nice. I'm very pleased with them. And this is something I want to foster going into the new year here on Country Fried Minis, is getting people to paint models, photograph them, send them in, get them stuck in here, and then we'll play games on stream. Want to foster more virtual, physical tabletop gaming. We're actually rolling dice and we're moving models around and we're tracking charts, but it is in a virtual format. But the virtual format allows us to, you know, connect with each other, and that's something I really want to work with the community to foster in the new year. So expect more of this, live games as well as updates. I'm going to be doing a full guide on how to do this very soon. I'm working with my opponent from the last game to kind of iron out the process and get the right settings, get everything perfectly ironed out. Anyhow, let's see. The last thing we did, we selected an edge and then we hit Control B to bevel. So we're going to keep doing that here. We're going to Control B and then we'll hold Shift. If we hold Shift, we can get fine movement. But we just want to get this beveled a few times. We get this beveled down a few times. Get this all beveled in. Control B. And we'll do this one too. Control B. Get a nice bevel on this. Kind of have this like container going on. And then I think what we can do back here, Battletech League, here we come. Yeah, I think it'd be really fun. Super fun. Let's see, how do we do this back end? I think what we can do is we can come in here and we can select a face and we grab this and we hit E to extrude. And we're gonna slide it like that. No. E to extrude. I want it to come out a little bit and we'll set it in place. And then I think what we can do here is to grab this tool and slide it upwards. And we can manipulate it around till it kind of half-ass makes sense. And I think what we're going to want to do then is to just push the whole thing up into the body. Let's go back to object mode. Let's select it. Let's push it up into the body. And I think that kind of half-ass works. I mean, obviously, it's super ham-fisted. But I'm doing what I can here. Let's shrink it in a little bit and try to make it flush with the geometry right here. So we've selected, because our origin is right here on the inside, I think when we squish it, it's just going to come in from the one side, yeah. And we should be able to hold shift and get it nice and... Why is it... Come on, select the thing. There we go. I want it... It needs to coincide right there. I think we need to go in and remove this handle as well, but I think that might just about do it. Let's see if we were to duplicate this. If we were to duplicate this thing and turn on our snapping to face, how much room do we have? Ooh, shit. Do we have room to fit this thing? Just about. Just about. Okay, so we gotta think about this then. They're gonna have to sit kind of half in the body, maybe. We could maybe hollow this out a little bit right here to make room for it. And in fact, let's just fucking do that. Alright, so how do I do this? I think what we do is we add a... We're going to add a cylinder. Damn it, I clicked the wrong thing. We're going to add a cylinder. Add a cylinder. Okay, let's get our cylinder going. Let's rotate our cylinder and try to get it to coincide with our part here. Let's give it -90. Bam. Let's snap it, maybe. How do we do this? We're going to grab this here. And we're going to get it to snap. How do I make this line up? Is it possible to intersect a cylinder and clip where they meet to make recessed gun ports? Yes, I think that's what I'm going for right meow. So what we need to do then... Where is my machine gun master backup? I think it's this one. Okay. So what we're going to have to do here is we're going to go back into edit mode. We're going to select our lad here. We're going to go to vertex. We're going to select vertex to vertex. We're going to hit F to create a face. We're going to subdivide, and that's going to put us a vertex right in the middle. Bam. And we should be able to right click and snap our cursor to selected. Go back to object mode, right click, set origin to 3D cursor. And now we can go back in here and get rid of this excess geometry. Let's, bam, we'll delete that. Delete edges. Who be messaging? Who be messaging? Ah, looks like our newest member as of tonight got one of their models in the CFM Top Minis. Congratulations. Yeah, the checkers do look absolutely fabulous on that mech. Very nice, clean paint job. Pavlov's Discord, yeah, exactly. Exactly. Okay, so from here, I think what we can do... Let's go back to object mode. And now... I think what I have to do... Because I want this to line up perfectly. Solomon Sampson, that's my crap. Oh, yeah. Well, if you're here, let's review your models real quick. Let's review your models. That's one thing I like to do here on the channel. If you happen to catch a workflow stream where I'm at this station instead of over there at the paint corner, sharing things... it begins... Sharing things on the Discord will let... Is that coming through? Is that actually picking up? It sure is, dude. It sure the fuck is. Let's pull up these mechs. Holy moly. That's gotta be super triggering. Let's pull up this gamut of these checkers greater than chess mechs. Yeah, one of the things I like to do here on the channel is if we're streaming live and you post your models over on Minis on Parade or wherever, we'll bring them up on the big screen and kind of talk about your artwork. Immediately what I'm seeing is a lot of depth to your color. Seeing a lot of depth to your color here. I like that it's not necessarily edge highlighting either. Like, you've got the shadows in the mid panels and the effect of edge highlighting, but it's not like GW prescribed style edge highlighting. This here, like, these dark tones in the middle of the panels creating some depth is really nice. And I mentioned earlier, but like, whatever you're doing that's creating this like surface texture looks like intentional surface texture, and I'm really digging it. Looks like your washes are doing a lot of work, and they're really well applied. Super clean. I did mention earlier that the decals look really good on this, so I'm gonna have to try some out. I like your placement of the highlights on the bottom end of your lasers. Looks like your whites are really crisp and clean without being chalky, so I dig that. A very simple paint job with a nice poppy bonus detail. The use of gold here. I don't know if I would have done it. I kind of like it here, but I think it kind of blends into the bits here. I think it's not enough contrast. Maybe boosting it up with a brighter gold would have worked. I mean, I don't think it's a bad decision. I just think you're losing a little bit of contrast on it. But the griming looks fabulous. I guess this silver just stands out a little better to me. This, super nice touch. Very nice. Oh, are you going for like a heat burn? Is that what I'm looking at here? I really dig the one with the missile pods. Yeah, me too. That Mad Cat. Here, let me pull that one back up. Where was that at? The Mad Cat. Boom, open in browser. Bring that back over. Yeah, classic design, and I think CGL really nailed it with this one. These little greebly bits. You know, I wonder if it's just that your other mechs don't have the gold on them. Well, does that one? That one's got a little gold in the back. Okay. I see what you're going for. I just think your gold could maybe use a little bit more contrast, but catching it from this angle, that makes a lot more sense. That makes a whole lot more sense. Yeah, and they're super bright right here. Why is that so much brighter? I wonder if it's the angle. Burnt bronze was the color. Going for burnt metal didn't work too well. It doesn't read that way from the front. It definitely doesn't read front on, but once you see this transition, I think that reads clear. I think maybe you're missing like, if you had an extra tone on the tip, it would really bring them out. But I love this understated green. This really deep color. I like that you didn't go for the typical Games Workshop, like just edge highlight everything. I mean, that looks fine on mechs, but like, I don't know, this seems to work better. Whatever your silver color is, though, really pops the contrast between your dark green and the rest. Especially in that, like, you've got a lot of red and white here, but like, it's not a huge amount. Nicely done. Bronze but looks gold in the photo. Okay. One of these guys to look like World War II fighters. I get a sense of that. Definitely like industrial military machine is what this color is reading as. Without a doubt. I think the I think the mold lines on this awesome kind of kicked you a bit. That sucks. That's a bad mold line on that one. Do we have that front shot? Can you see it on the front as well? I find that the mold lines are kind of hit or miss with Catalyst. Sometimes they're really bad. Sometimes they're not too bad. Yeah, I see it right here. Damn. That one's really noticeable. I haven't paid an awesome yet. I think I've got one still in box, but I haven't done it yet. Anyhow, they look fabulous. Fantastic work. Thank you so much for sharing. Army Painter Olive Drab. We've got a community member who swears by Vallejo's Olive Drab. I have yet to try out a proper Olive Drab. Okay, so here... I want to make sure that we have a vertex. We do have a vertex here. And what we're going to do is we're going to take this piece and we're going to snap it to vertex. And see if we can't get it snapped on this back end. Let me see. I want it snapped on, but like to the center. There we go. And when it's snapped to the center, perfectly aligned with the center. Thanks for the advice. Still new to painting. Every bit helps. I would not have guessed you're new to painting at all. Like, at all. It looks like you have a pretty developed and steady hand. So yeah. AK Olive Drab for the win. I haven't tried it. Was that you? Was that you babinking me, Mr. Nathan? Was that you babinking me? Yeah, it was. I had a feeling. Okay, so let's shrink this thing down. Let's get our cylinder just roughly bigger, just a little bit bigger than our machine gun. Okay. And now that we have this sizing tool here, the cylinder. No, he wouldn't do such a thing. I never babing. Don't you gaslight me. Where's our new cube here? Let me save where we're at. Where's our new cube? There's our new cube. Okay, so what we want to do here, we're going to go into edit mode. We're going to select this face. We're going to hit I. And shit. I forgot that it's going to bring it all the way around. We can fix this in post. Let's bring this in, and we kind of want to approximate what we've got here. And then we're going to E to extrude, and we're going to push this in a bit. So we have this recess here. That's maybe a little too far, actually. Let's hit E to extrude it inwards. About like that should be sufficient. Yeah, okay. And now we're going to take we're going to go back to object mode. We're going to take our machine gun master. We're going to shift D, duplicate it. And we're going to snap to face. Oh, fuck. And we're going to slap it down here. Like so. Make sure it's got clearance. Yep, and now we can take our cylinder and try and get it lined up again. And I think the way we can do that is we'll hide our cube, we're going to hide our body as well. And we're going to do that same thing we did before. We're going to set our snapping right here in the middle. We're going to set that to vertex. We need to hide... What are we hiding? Left shoulder. And we're going to hide all these. Just so they're out of the way. Let's hide all that. Or at least enough to work with. We're going to come over here and we're going to... On the back end... I'm going to snap it right there. Pow. So now we've got this perfectly aligned cylinder. And we can bring back out our cube. And we can bring back out our body. And we'll take our cylinder. We're going to turn off snapping. And then we're going to slide along the axis. Bam. All the way up. And in fact, it needs to be a little longer, just in case. So let's extrude it out the back. I kind of don't like the intersection that's happening right here. And I don't know what to do about that. Maybe let's push this back. Yeah. You know... Gotta go to work. Thanks for the stream. Thanks for stopping by. I'm about to go to bed myself, so I can get up in time for the next stream here in 14 hours. I have an issue here. I need this to be like... I need it to taper down. I need it to taper down. And I'm not sure how to go about doing it. I think maybe I got to rethink my approach here. Can we do a object sphere? Can we do add mesh circle? No. Circle is not a sphere. Add mesh UV sphere. There we go. Okay. All right, let's set snapping to vertex. Let's get it in place here. Oh, we got to turn on snapping. Oops, there we go. Let's get that set up perfectly. And now I think what we have to do is instead of doing the cylinder thing, let me see if I can figure this out and pass out soon. Alright, let's turn off snapping. Let's turn off snapping, and then what we need to do then is grow this piece. First, let's shrink it down to, what is this size here? 0.7. Let's shrink it to 0.7 all the way around. 0.7, 0.7. 0.7, and then in theory, if I stretch this thing out now like that, it should make a nice shape for fitting the damn thing in. I'm gonna hop off too and grab some grub. Good luck, boss. Thank you, Mako. I will chat with you at some point about some of these more advanced techniques as I dive into more of these projects. I really appreciate your input earlier in the stream. Okay, so... let's get rid of cube. Let's make sure we have our tool here. Let's snap this to vertex. Let's make sure snapping is enabled. We're going to stick it right there. And that should do it. That should make the thing happen. So let's turn back on cube and body. And now when I select body, and add modifier Boolean difference to sphere. Is it going to do the thing? I maybe need to do fast solver. I can't tell if it's going to do the thing. There's no angle I can actually like see if this is going to work. All right, let's apply it and just trust. Let's trust the process. Let's remove the... Where's my sphere? Let's remove my sphere. Oh, yes, it worked. It's really close. But it did carve it out. I maybe should have made it a little bigger. Let's make it just a little bit bigger. Let's undo that. Let's remove the Boolean function. Let's make our sphere just a tad bigger. Let's go with 0.8. 0.8. And then 0.8. Is that? Yeah. Okay. And then we're going to stretch it a little bit more. Like that. I think that's going to look a little bit better. So same deal. We're going to grab body. We're going to do the little wrench tool. I just realized that part of this is obscured by my face. So it's not super useful if you're trying to pick up what I'm putting down. Object sphere. That looks like... Let's do a fast solver. Let's apply it. Let's hide our sphere. Bam! It's got a nice recessed mark. I am happy with that. I'm pleased. That's good stuff. Okay, so how do we continue this and finish this section in the next 20 minutes? I do need to go to bed. I'm feeling it now. In fact, you know what? I'm going to give y'all this for free. Here it goes. Cool down. Boom.
Yeah. But you do work out.
This is how you get tired when you got insomnia.
Okay. Goodbye, everyone. She can go on forever.
5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Oh boy. Good Lord. Hello, Mr. Kotex. I'm catching a man at the age of his endurance and actually getting tired now. Had a little bit of a insomnia night. Good afternoon. It's almost 5 a.m. and I'm finally tired enough I think I could lay down. Finally tired enough, I think. All right, let's see if we can't fit So I'm kind of thinking we could do 1, 2, and 3 right here. So we get 6 in this band underneath, and then we'll put 1 right here under the nose. Good night, sir. I'm gonna head out too. See you later. Yes, sir. You have a fabulous day. All right, duplicate. Duplicate. Could we get away with packing them so close together? Oh shit, let me turn off snapping. If we pack them real close, then they should just fit. Oh wait, I'm gonna be getting rid of this anyways. I maybe don't have to make them as tight as I was thinking. Yeah. They look pretty well and evenly spaced there. So I think what we need to do now is the same deal. We're going to hide the body. We're going to hide the body. We're going to hide the cube. And we're going to pull down our sphere once more. We'll select our sphere. We're going to set our snapping to on and to stick to vertex. And then we can, bam, do that thing again right there. And that should fit it. So we'll turn back on body. And we'll run body with a modifier for Boolean, generate Boolean. And then we'll hit our sphere. That does look like it's going to do the thing. Let's do the fast instead of the exact solver. Bam, do that. Turn back off body. We'll grab sphere one more time. And we're going to stick it right there. We'll turn back on body. We'll turn back on body. And then we'll do the same deal. We're going to hit add modifier, generate Boolean, and we're going to... Wait, no. Shit. Select body first. And then add modifier, generate Boolean. Dropper goes to the sphere. We're going to do our fast solver, apply it. Let's hide that sphere. Let's show our cube. Yeah, look at those pretty little recesses. That's fucking sick. I like that it looks almost like a ham-fisted, just going in there and carving out the space for these silly things. Okay, so one last thing we gotta do here is to... I need to find a way to... Let's go into edit mode. Let's hide body. Let's hide the 3 machine guns here. We need to get rid of this geometry. And I think the way to do it is just going to be to ham-fist it. To just go in here and blast it. We're going to grab it. We're going to delete it. Delete faces. Get rid of those faces. Get rid of that face. Yeah. Let me see. What's going to be the best way to make this happen? We want to do... How do we extend this edge to coincide with the next edge? There's a way to do this. There's a way to do this. There's definitely a way to do this. So I think what we can do, we can go here, boom. No, we want to actually get rid of that. I don't actually know. I'm kind of stumped here. Kind of stumped here, to be honest. There's got to be like a numerical way to make this happen. There's got to be a way to do this. I don't know how to do it. I need to think about it. It's late. I'm tired enough that I think I can lay down. I know how to do it. I know how to do it. I know how to do it. Before I give up on this. We're going to take our cube and make sure it's on. We're going to deselect. We're going to take our our 3 machine guns. We're going to turn those back on. We're going to select... We're going to go back to object mode. We're going to select all of these.
I do.
You got it, brother.
Okay.
You got it, brother.
Bye, everyone. She can go on forever.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
There's your 10. Thank you, Mr. Nathan. I'm actually glad for the amount of push-ups we got tonight. And that's no lie. Alright, what the heck are we doing? We're doing a select box. We're selecting all of these. Bam. And then we're going to Control D, click, or Shift D and then click. We're going to slide these over. We're going to right click and we are going to mirror Y. And then we want to get our snapping back on. We want our origin to snap right here. Oh, we got to set this back to drag, tweak. Grab our tweaking tool. Oh, shit. This one, and then we want... How's it work? It goes reverse order, yeah. I think we can snap our origin right here. Yes. And now those are all linked up perfectly. Exactly. All right, all right. Have a good day, dude. I'll see you at the next stream. Yeah, I'll see you in like 13 hours. Something like that. Yeah, 13 hours. I think I'm just about ready to go to sleep. Okay, so we can hide those. We can hide these. And then this is my thought process on the problem solving. We'll take cube and cube 1 and we're going to join these. Boom. And this is now one object. We're going to go into edit mode and we're going to make sure all our connection points are merged. Boom. Merge those. Merge that. We'll merge this one. M for merge. M for merge. M for merge. And now we can actually just extend these things right here. We're going to come in, bam, bam, those two. F for fill. Same here, F for fill. We'll select all of those, make a face. Bam, make a face. Same deal up here. Here to there, F. Make a face. Bam, bam, face. Boom, fill. All right, cool. Bam, bam. Now, bing. And this is all filled in now. This is now like nice and watertight. We can turn on our machine guns again. And, all right, 9 minutes. I can finish up our sphere work. So let's hide our cube. Let's grab our, let's go back to object mode. We're going to grab our cube. We're going to make sure snapping to vertex is on. And we're going to snap that right there. We'll go body, modifier, generate, boolean to the cube. Or to the cylinder, to the sphere, I mean. Bam, to the sphere. We're going to go fast solver. Bam, apply. All right. Did that do the thing? It should have done the thing. It did do the thing. All right, so 2 more times. Select this, generate boolean, bam. No. I'm doing this out of order. That is just speaking to the tiredness. Wow, let's set that there. Body. Gear symbol. Modifier. Generate. Boolean. To the sphere. Bam. Fast solver. Apply. Pow. Back to our sphere. We're going to slide it up to this guy right in the middle. We'll go back to body, add modifier, generate boolean, bam, sphere, fast solver, apply it. Let's hide that sphere. Let's bring back out our cube and take a peek at what that looks like. How about the dim apples, y'all? I mean, I think it's looking like something. Let's turn back on all these machine guns. I think it's looking like something indeed. And in fact, let's take this one, this here QB boy, this here master backup, and we're going to duplicate. And we're going to slap that right here where the last one's going to go. And in fact, we should even be able to snap it to a vertex right in the middle. I bet you there is one right in the middle. There sure is. Let's turn off the snapping. Let's bury this thing a little deeper. Can we lift it up some and have it still work? Almost, almost. Something like that. We can get it in there somewhere. Let's see. We could hide the body, and we can take this cylinder right here, and we can tweak attach it to the back of our gun, like that. Pull out the body. I know how to do this. You do work out.
Okay.
You got it, dog.
One more set. One more set.
Bye, everyone. She can go on forever.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh boy.
Thank you. Genuine, thank you. Edit mode, we're going to grab this face. We're going to grab this face. We're going to slide it up just a bit. And that should angle it into the body now. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Simple shapes for the effing win, dude. So cool. I do think I need to hollow out a little space in the body for this thing, though. So let's take our last thing before we wrap this up in the next 3 minutes. Let's grab our sphere one more time. We're going to stick it. We're going to stick it to the back of that machine gun. Is that going to overlap too bad? Maybe a little bit. We'll shrink it down some. We're going to come down 0.7 with it. 0.7. Maybe even a little more. I just want that little bit of taper. Let's come down 0.65. Let's come down 0.65. What's our cylinder look like? Yeah. Yeah, I think it's gonna work. Okay, body, Boolean. So much deck. It's an absurd amount. We still gotta pack 4 more on the legs. And then of course add like the little surface greeblies and whatnot. Oh, that didn't work. Why didn't that work? Why didn't that work? Okay. Body, Boolean, generate. Difference. Attach to sphere. Fast solver. Apply. Let's hide the sphere. There we go. There we go. Nice little cutout without going in too far. Looks super believable. We just got to add some surface detailing. We got our hatch for later. I think that looks kind of decent. Kind of decent. It looks decent. We got to clean up some details here. We got to add some surface greebling, but this thing is just about ready to be a thing. You know what I'm saying? It's looking pretty good. Big thanks to all of y'all who come out and saw what's going on so early in the morning. This was a last minute deal. I was inspired to work and I had insomnia. Now I feel tired enough to actually lay down. I feel a big yawn coming on. So I'm going to get to sleep in the next hour. Hopefully in the next 20 minutes, pass out. I will see y'all in 12 hours for the mothership. The mothership stream. It's going to be a good time. Make sure to come through and check it out if you're still awake. Should be fun. We're going to be rolling some dice. We're going to have the shenanigans. As always, the super chats affect the show. And actually, I say I'm going to bed. Let's take 5 minutes to make that thumbnail real quick. You guys can see into my process a little bit here. And then I am actually going to lie down and get a little sleep. So we are looking for TTRPG Tuesday layers. Bam, 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 bam. We need a mothership thing. Let's see, mothership game. Images. Let's try to find a good image. I like this one a lot. We're just going to straight up steal that. Or maybe this one? Or maybe this one? Or maybe that one? Or maybe this one? We just got to make a decision and go with it, you know? I think it's this one. Copy image. Bam. We're going to come in here. Where's my layers? Where do they live? They're right here. We're going to do we're going to fill in our background. Nope. We're going to create a new image first so we can shrink this thing down. Image resize, we're going to go down to 1280. Copy. Come back over here. Paste it in. Keep canvas size. There we go. We're going to get rid of over background subject. We're going to turn on our lower darkener wide. And we're going to pick a subtitle. Our subtitle is size 72 title, 36 subtitle. So we need to come up with a subtitle. We're going to flip color. We're going to grab our tools here. We're going to go text, bam. We're going to find the font. which is 50s movies, and it is 36, font size 36, and it says EP.1.2, and this one's going to be called Bedtime Bro, Get You Some Sleep. Yeah, I'm there. I'm there in the next 5 minutes. I gotta get the man, my brain's actually shutting off now, which is good. What is this episode going to be called? What's our subtitle here? Our subtitle will be called Arrival, Planet Side. Let's make sure it's the right size. It does appear to match. So what we'll do is we'll create a new layer temporarily. And we're going to get this in place. Shit. Cut it out. Put it in the new layer. We're going to line up the EP with the other EP. There we go. All right. And we can come in here and erase the old subtitle. We'll flatten this down. Actually, we're going to copy this and paste it here. Delete this layer. And now we should be able to copy this whole thing, and we'll paste it in subtitle shadow layer. Adjustments, invert colors. Select all, cut, paste. Down 3, left 3. Bam, we've got episode 2 ready to go. We're going to save this. We're going to save as PNG. And this is TTRPG Tuesday Mothership 2. Bam, flatten. Also, shout out to the community members for popping in here and reminding me to go to bed. Thank y'all so much for your care and concern. Oh, is it going to go through? Is it going to let me do it? I'll do it if it pops through.
But you do work out.
Yeah, you got it, brother.
Give me 10.
You got it. I'll take it.
Bye, everyone. She can go on forever.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh boy. Oh boy. You know what I'm saying? All right. We're almost done. And I'm going to fuck the bed. All right. Let's bop over here to ChatGPT. Let's copy this prompt. Boom, paste. All right. Back into our mothership adventure with episode 2, under the lead of our new dungeon master. All right. We've made our characters nearly suffered a potential party wipe in our first session, and we're headed down to the planet to retrieve the stuff for the guy. Boom, let's run that. Come on, ChatGPT, I'm done. I wanna hang up. Yeah, here we go. Boom. We got our description. We'll copy that. Close this. Come over here to YouTube. Spow. We're going to hit the button. We're going to go live. We're going to manage. 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 I guess this is already on the manage page. Schedule stream. We're going to reuse settings of space. Reuse settings. FTL is for the birds. Paste. Let me make sure music by Carl Casey. Yep, there we go. Hashtags are there. Link to StreamLabs. Okay. Super chats given during events will be considered statements from the Gunmaster. Influence the game for only $2. $. Discord link, Patreon link. There we go. Gaming tabletop simulator. Change this. Stream assets. Boom, boom, boom. TTRPG Tuesday 2. There we go. Show more. Are my tags intact? Tags are intact. Stream location, San Francisco. Boom. Next, monetization odd. No mid-roll ads. TTRPG Tuesday ad. Public. 6 p.m. PST. 12 hours. See y'all there. If not, catch it on the replay. Or just catch us for the next one. Thank y'all so much for stopping through. I think I have successfully fought Insomnia. I'm tired. Thank y'all for the push-ups. Thank y'all for the interest. Yeah, look, our catapult that's coming along. It needs some surface greebling. We're gonna get this done. We're gonna paint this up soon. At some point in the next month. Maybe. It might be a New Year project. We'll see. Watch this space for more stuff. Anyhow, that's all I got for you. Thank y'all so much. And have a wonderful day, night, morning, wherever you're at. As always, remember to be happy while you're painting. And know that your participation here makes me so happy while I'm painting or editing or doing whatever. Lots of love. Catch y'all for the next one. Goodbye.
The number one and the best is the Antichrist. But I'm God, not God, because the Antichrist, it's me!